On the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports plus life. Sports plus life.
ringside or front court or field pass. We ballin' no. Knuckle up or buckle up. I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or got to go.
Sports plus life.
Yeah.
Sports plus life.
Ah.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life, you feel me? And you know it's about to go down today, bruh, so yes, sir. Guess what? Turn it off, turn it all the way off now. Yeah, cut, let's go. Oh my goodness, please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life, excuse me. It is a beautiful day. It's later on in a Monday evening than I would like to usually start the podcast, but I had some things to do today. But before I go into anything sports-wise or anything else, I actually opened this show with a heavy heart, to be honest with you. I opened this show with a heavy heart as I was out to a brunch. I received the news actually early this morning, and I had to wrap my head around what exactly was going on. And then I say around 11 o'clock this morning, I received a couple of messages finally basically seeing what the information was being sent to me was. And you guys know that if you listen to this show with any type of regularity, you guys know how I feel about black and gold. You guys know how I am about my Holland Springs family. You guys know, if you know me, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm Holland Springs for life. You know I'm HS until the day that I die. I'm HS in general. Holland Springs, that's where I'm from. That is my home. That is my love. You guys know I love my Springers. I love everything about my Springers. Well, we suffered a loss. And it always hurts when you find out somebody that you knew for a long time, particularly somebody that you grew up with or somebody that you shared a graduation with, particularly at this age, still being in our 30s, albeit late 30s, but it is what it is, 80s baby, passes away. And Tyree Chandler was part of this Holland Springs family who, unfortunately, due to a car crash on Parham Road, not too far actually from where I stay at, unfortunately passed away last night. And my thoughts and my prayers go out to him and his family. He has a couple of kids, a couple of sons. My heart and my prayers definitely go out. And when you see things like this, particularly when it's somebody that you knew, now I'll be the first to say that I didn't know Tyree the way I knew Meek, who passed last year, or Finny Frock, who passed last year. I didn't know Tyree like I knew those guys, but I knew Tyree enough to where he would constantly compliment me about singing and acting. Me, Sean, Sterling, he would compliment us on that. And I know that he was a cool guy, a generally cool individual. And it's definitely unfortunate. It's sad, man. It's sad. And I realized what was going on at a brunch that was very festive, and I kept it to myself for a while just because I didn't want to bring the mood of the occasion of that I was at down. And it just, when you see something like this and you see somebody that you've known for a long time, and somebody that graduated with you, went to school with you, and again 80s babies, it's 2022, but 80s babies still in our 30s, albeit for how many more months, whatever. You again start to come to grips with your own mortality, and these are the type of events that make us come to grips with our own mortality and make us need to realize again, hey, no day is promised to us. Every day is a blessing. Cherish every day, every moment. Cherish your family, cherish your kids, cherish your friends, cherish things that you don't, even things that you don't even like to do. Even like if you don't like going to your job every day, cherish that shit, because you never know. It's the things that we don't cherish when we don't have them anymore, then we start to cherish them. As crazy as that may sound. It's the old saying, you don't realize what you have until it's gone. So, make every moment count, because it's not guaranteed us. I don't care how young or how old you are. This is life. And as great as you may have it, it can be gone in an instant. It can be gone in an instant. So to my Holland Springs family, let's stand up. Let's salute our brother, Tyree Chandler. Rest easy, my friend. And, again, prayers go out to you and your family, and it just stinks that this happens right after Thanksgiving, as now we're in the Christmas season and the Christmas holiday. So I definitely had to do that. I had to say that because it's a HS brother. It's a HS brother of ours. And again, stand up and salute. And we'll see you again one day, Brother Tyree. We will see you again one day, and rest easy. Rest easy. So, with that being said, I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. I did. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Had to work the next day on Black Friday, but that's how it goes. I mean, I know that's coming, but Thanksgiving in general was very good. It was very well, very well. The food, your boy can cook now. Your boy can cook now. Very good, very well. Now, the occasion that I was at today, again, I'm going to keep that to myself for a little bit longer, but it was very festive, very wonderful. I'm going to put it that way. But now we're about to be in December. It's about to be Christmas time, dog. So everybody keep your holiday spirits up. Again, you just heard the last thing I was talking about. It's Christmas time. Now is definitely the time of year where you cherish everything. You cherish everything. You cherish it all. You cherish it all, because you just never know. So shout outs to my HS fam, my fam in general. You guys know I love you. Y'all know I love you until the end of time. And that's one thing that I'm here to do on Sports Plus Life, is spread love. I spread my sports knowledge. You damn right I like to spread love and laughter. I do. So what a day in football yesterday. So without further ado, let's get to it, you guys. Thanksgiving football weekend, well, it delivered a lot of surprises. It delivered a lot of treats, not trick-or-treats, but it did deliver nonetheless. And again, whenever we think we have this football thing figured out, we always come to realize that we really don't know shit. Okay? Now, as far as the prediction league is concerned, because this is a prediction league Monday, even though y'all probably ain't gonna listen to it till on Tuesday. Right now, as of right now, now we haven't played Monday Night Football yet, even though by the time you guys get this, Monday Night Football will probably be over. As of right now, Aaron is carrying the day with 12 wins. Congratulations, Big A. He's carrying the day with 12 wins. I came in second with 11, and Sean came in third with 10. Now, everybody else, nobody had a really bad week. I think the worst week was Marquise. He only had 7 because he had a rough go of it with the early games. The late games, he was on point. But the early games, he was kind of offbeat. And the Thursday night games as well. But Aaron totally would win the week if the Colts win tonight. Now, if the Steelers win, like I predicted, he called the Colts, I called the Steelers. If the Steelers win, then I would tie with Aaron with 12. And now, if the Colts win, then Sean would tie with me for second because Sean called the Colts as well. So this is one of the more close weeks of the prediction league. But with that being said, I'm still at least 8 up on the next closest person, which is Marcus right now. And I believe right now, I believe Sean and Marcus have now tied each other. So y'all still know that y'all dealing with a genius at work. Bro, this is what I do. And if anybody has any questions of, well, how you so far ahead, I have records for everything, okay? I have records going all the way back to week 1, so you can tally up everything, okay? You can tally up everything, all right? But let's go into this week of review that is the NF of the L. Yo, that Thursday night football game, those Thursday football games, they were all good games, starting with Buffalo and Detroit. I thought Buffalo would beat the dog shit out of Detroit, but taken out of consideration, Detroit was on a 3-game winning streak. Those fighting Dan Campbells were starting to believe. And what if I said all football season? There's nothing more dangerous in the NFL than a team that believes. And these motherfuckers in Detroit are believing. Even though they fell to Buffalo on the last play of the game, 28-25, they had them dead to rights. Just poor clock management at the end of the game for Detroit, if you ask me. But Buffalo goes to 28-25. Von Miller got hurt. Don't know the extent of Von Miller's injury yet. I haven't heard that it was anything season-ending or serious like that. So if so, then they dodged a bullet, because Von Miller being taken out on a cart, that ain't helping nobody, especially if you're a Buffalo Bills fan, because he's a closer. Okay, so he did not tear his ACL. He did not tear his ACL. He maybe, what is being told is he has a lateral meniscus tear and will be evaluated in the next 7 to 10 days. But needless to say, he's going to miss a couple of games. He's going to miss about probably 3, maybe 4 games. That's just to me, that would be what that would be my hypothesis. That would be my, I don't know the fucking word I'm looking for, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. That would be my prediction about Von Miller. He didn't tear his ACL. That's great. Meniscus tear, you can work through that, but he'll probably miss a couple of weeks. Maybe 3 to 4 weeks, maybe pushing it, but he's definitely going to miss 2 games. I can pretty much guarantee you that. But Buffalo goes to 8-3. In Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys beat the New York Giants 28-20. I'm not impressed or going over the hill like a lot of Cowboy fans tend to always do. The Giants were up at halftime. Dallas did what they were supposed to do. They're a better team than the Giants, period. They won the game 28-20. That Minnesota-New England game was very fascinating. 33-26. The Vikings rebound from their embarrassing loss a week ago to those punk-ass Cowboys. They win 33-26 in a shootout. Kirk Cousins actually wins the primetime game. Ain't this a bitch? You don't see it very often. The Vikings go to 9-2. Now, nobody likes what the Vikings did against Dallas except for Dallas fans. But the Vikings ain't chopped liver. Do I believe in them as being the second best or even the best team in NFC? No, but I do believe that they are formidable. On the Sunday's game in Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23-17. I don't want to see Tom Brady win shit. Biatch. Go home and be with your family. Oops, you kind of messed that one up. Selfish son of a bitch. Everybody's all ready to say, oh, he didn't got the divorce out the way, so now he's focused again. Are you sure? Because that game that I watched, even though I picked Tampa Bay to win, some losses I take better than others. That's all right. That's an L I'll gladly take. On 4th and 10 with less than a minute left, Jacoby Brissett hit David Njoku, who made a spectacular one-handed catch to force the game into overtime, which the Cleveland Browns ultimately won. Now, Cleveland, guess what? You finally get to see Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is now playing your next game. Uh-oh.
Excellent.
Let the media show begin. Let the media circus begin for the habitual dick shower. In Tennessee, a rematch of last year's second round playoff game between the Bengals and the Titans. Different year, same result. Joe Burrow handled his business 20-16. Bengals, here they come. here they come. 20-16 over the Tennessee Titans. Both teams are now 7-4. In Miami, the Miami Dolphins jumped out to a 30-0 lead in the first half before holding on to beat the Houston Texans 30-15. And I say holding on because the Dolphins got a late game interception. If the Texans had scored on one specific drive, shit would have got a little bit interesting. But they took Tua out, maybe a little too early. He had 299 yards. But you know what? Hey, all's well that ends well. Dolphins win. They are now 8-3. To me, that was a big win for the Miami Dolphins because their schedule is now murder. Man, they have the Dolphins, if they win the AFC East, they will have earned that shit. But as of right now, they stand alone in the AFC. Even though Buffalo has the same record, they have the tiebreaker. In East Rutherford, New Jersey, the New York Jets defeated the Chicago Bears 31-10. You know why? You know why the Jets won? Because they took Zach Wilson's sorry ass out. I said this for the last few weeks. The only reason why I would pick against the Jets is because I don't believe in that dude. And after the accountability that he did not take for their loss last week against the Patriots, Robert Saleh said, bruh, I gotta sit your ass down. Let's hit the reset button or all of that other sob-sucking media shit. Zach Wilson ain't coming back in the lineup this season. As a matter of fact, I'll go as far to say as the Jets are done with Zach Wilson. You see what Mike White did yesterday? Mike White did his thug theezy. 315 yards, some touchdown passes, and some more stuff. Yo, I tell you what, all the Jets need is competent quarterback play. Their defense is real. I mean, their defense is really real. On to Washington. Yo, has anybody been paying attention to the Washington Commanders? And I say that respectfully. I think the Commanders is a corny-ass nickname. But you know, nicknames start to catch on when a team wins. And the Commanders, formerly known to me as the DC Dickitch, defeated the Atlanta Falcons 19-13. Why am I saying it like this? Because the Commanders have won 6 of their last 7 games, including handing the Philadelphia Eagles their only loss of the season. The Washington Commanders are 7-5. Remember, we were pouncing on Ron Rivera. Remember, we were pouncing on him as a franchise. All the stuff going on with Daniel Snyder. He wanted to sell the team. All that stuff. Ever since Carson Wentz got hurt, ever since Daniel Snyder came out and said he was going to sell the team, the Commanders have been kicking ass and taking names. I said this to Sean last week, that the Commanders, to me, are the most dangerous team in the division because they are just winning. They don't give a fuck. Taylor Heineke, hello, that's your starting quarterback. Carson Wentz, this is what we need to be doing if we're casual NFL fans and we're talking about the Washington Commanders. We need to salute these guys, and I say this because I know my fallen Springer brother, Tyree Chandler, was a Washington fan. Right now, we need to be saluting Ron Rivera and telling Carson Wentz, you're finished as a starting quarterback in this league.
You suck.
You're fucking done, son. You are done as a starting quarterback in the NFL because as soon as your ass went out, Washington immediately got better. So Washington is now 7-5, and at this point right now are 7th, which means they would have the final wild card spot. In Carolina, my Denver Broncos lost to Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers 23-10. Ladies and gentlemen, as a Denver Bronco fan, as a diehard Denver Bronco fan, I'm here to tell you, we are horrible. We suck. We are terrible. Russell Wilson has played like trash. The defensive lineman who got in his face yesterday had every damn right to get in his face yesterday because of all that money you getting and all that hype and we supposed to be a quarterback away, you have fucking sucked ass all season. The Denver Broncos have lost 7 of their last 8 games. We're 3-8. We're in last place in the AFC West. We're going to have a worse record this year with Russell Wilson than we did last year with Teddy Bridgewater and Drew fucking Lock. And Nathaniel Hackett, change your name to Nathaniel Can't Hackett. Bitch, you sorry. The Denver Broncos need to be on the phone right now with Sean Payton begging and pleading. I would hire him now. I would get rid of Nathaniel Hackett now. I wouldn't offer Sean Payton or any other damn coach a job at the end of the season because somebody could swoop in at the midnight hour and take them away. I'm sick of Nathaniel Hackett. I'm right now sick of Russell Wilson. Hey, Bronco country, let's ride. Ride your bitch ass back to Seattle with your sorry playing ass, you motherfucker. Ooh, if it wasn't for pleasant distractions, my anger would be 10 times worse. In Jacksonville, the upset of the day, upset special. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Baltimore Ravens 28-27. Baltimore, another blown fourth quarter lead. And the Ravens is one of the teams I think people should look out for. But you got to address those blown fourth quarter leads. Big win for Jacksonville. In Arizona, the Chargers went for a 2-point conversion after a touchdown and converted. They beat the Arizona Cardinals 25-24 in a game the Chargers absolutely had to have, because let me tell you something, Brandon Staley is on that hot seat too. I don't believe the Chargers are going to make the playoffs. I believe his ass is up out of there next year too. In Seattle, that Seahawks train is starting to run out. They lost to the Las Vegas Raiders 40-34 in overtime on a 80-yard touchdown run by Josh Jacobs. He's on my fantasy team, so that made me smile, even though I hate the fucking Raiders. They didn't lose because of Geno Smith. Geno Smith threw for 328 yards, but that Seattle gravy train is starting to run out, not because of Geno Smith, but because their defense, I thought they were starting to figure it out. Their defense is still absolutely horrible. In Kansas City did what they were supposed to do. They beat the Los Angeles Rams. The defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams are absolutely horrible, like my Denver Broncos. The Chiefs won 26-10. In San Francisco, what did I tell you guys about 5 or 6 weeks ago? Watch out for them 49ers. Just like I said, the Bengals, watch out for the Niners. They are about to roll. Matter of fact, they are rolling. They have sole possession of first place in the NFC West, with their 13-0 win over the New Orleans Saints. Jimmy Garoppolo, nothing spectacular, 222 yards, but you know what? They won, because that's what Jimmy Garoppolo does. He wins. The 49ers, I said this over a month ago, 49ers-Eagles NFC Championship game, which leads me to Sunday Night Football in Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Bird Gang bitch handled their business 40-33 over the Green Bay Packers. Jalen Hurts put on a show, 153 passing, 157 rushing. How you like them apples? Boy put on a show. The Eagles are now an NFL best 10-1, and to hear Stephen A. Smith say that he would actually pick the Dallas Cowboys over the Philadelphia Eagles, that has to be for ratings. Because all I will say is, you must be out your goddamn mind. I ain't even paste the Eddie Murphy quote up in there, because you got to be crazy that a team with 3 losses who one of those 3 losses came to the Philadelphia Eagles, you would take them. Why? Because you don't like the Eagles defense? Fuck out of here. The Eagles are winning in every way you need to see them win. Last week, they snatched victory from the jaws of defeat against Indianapolis. Yesterday, they won a shootout. Even though Aaron Rodgers got hurt and Jordan Love looked good, the Packers need to think about sitting Aaron Rodgers the fuck down. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to the playoffs. See what you have in Jordan Love to see if it's time to cut bait with Aaron Rodgers. Fuck that contract. Or if you can get some value for Jordan Love. Bottom line is, Eagles won 40-33. So now, let us talk about these the NFL standings right now, if y'all mind. Let's talk about the NFL standings right here. Okay, right now we have, let's look at playoff picture. That's all I'm concerned about now. We're in the meat and potatoes of the season. We are past the halfway point. It's time to talk about playoffs. In the AFC, we have the Kansas City Chiefs sitting at 9-2. Second seed right now, the Miami Dolphins. Their schedule gets real. The Tennessee Titans suffered an L yesterday to the Bengals. No surprise to me. The Ravens losing to Jacksonville was definitely a surprise. They're now in the first place tie with the Bengals. They hold the tiebreaker thus far. Okay? So now your wild cards. Buffalo, Cincinnati, and the New York Jets. The New York Jets, if they get competent quarterback play, their defense is real. They have a championship defense. No doubt about it. The Jets are scary if they get competent quarterback play. But that team that I said in the AFC that's coming for you, them defending AFC champions, the Cincinnati Bengals, you better watch them. I called the Bengals to win the AFC North. I'm going to stick by that, particularly with the Ravens losing yesterday to Jacksonville. With Cincinnati without Jamar Chase being able to hold down the fort, T. Higgins has emerged as a legit number 1 receiver. So as far as I'm concerned, the Bengals have 3 number 1 receivers on their squad. Jamar Chase, obviously. We saw Tyler Boyd be a number 1 receiver. when A.J. Green's decline became apparent. And T. Higgins, since Jamar Chase has been out, has been that dude. I still love me some Cincinnati. In the NFC, of course, number 1 seed Philadelphia. Number 2, Minnesota Vikings. Do you believe him in at 9-2? Nah. 49ers, 7-4. Told you they coming. Collision course. Eagles, 49ers. NFC Championship. Tampa Bay. Fuck a Tom Brady. 5-6. Blah. And now we have the wild cards. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if the playoffs started today, the entire NFC East division would be going to the playoffs. The entire division. Cowboys at 5. Cowboys is the 5th seed at 8-3. The Giants at 7-4. Washington at 7-5. There are some big games next week on the slate. That Seattle train is starting to run out. Remember, I did a segment a couple of weeks ago of teams that you think are about to fall off, and there were 3 specific teams that I had: Seattle, the Giants, and the Jets. The Jets with that defense, all you need is competent quarterback play. They'll be fine. Seattle and the Giants, it's starting to fall off. So the Giants, that makes next week's Giants-Washington games catastrophic. It makes it huge. Now let's talk about the MVP race. To me right now, it's a 3-headed race. You got Patrick Mahomes, who right now is the favorite. You have Jalen Hurts, which to me, he should be the favorite because Tyreek Hill has kind of fallen off the 2,000 receiving yard radar for the time being. And then you have Tua. So, me personally, I would go with Jalen Hurts because you're talking about the quarterback on the best team with the best record. I would have said Tyreek Hill. If Tyreek Hill cracks 2,000 yards, I'm saying Tyreek Hill because that's never been done before. And Tua, but it's such a great story to see 2 quarterbacks like Tua and Jalen Hurts, whose careers as starters in this league was pretty much on the line depending on this season. And you see how they have responded. They have responded like fucking champions. They absolutely have. And on this Prediction League Monday, we got Cousin David. What it is?
What's up, man? What's going on, everybody?
How was the Thanksgiving, sir?
It was all good, man. It was all good. How was yours?
I got some chitlins put away for you, bro. Dog.
Good looking at you.
Because you know I only cook them once a year, and I'm just like, I just put them in the freezer, so when you get here Christmas, they'll be ready. They'll be ready for you. They'll still be good. Got them in the freezer just for you.
Good looking at
Yeah, man. Got them chillin', dog, because them things were good.
Got them pig guts.
Got them pig guts.
Good looking.
I try to tell everybody. I told everybody what you said. People who judging us on eating chitlins. What'd you say?
White folks.
Well, sir, you did have a strong week. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 9 right. That's strong. Nobody had really a bad week, but you got 9 right, which would tie you for 4th place. But did you watch the Patriots and the Vikings?
I did not.
That was a very entertaining game, but you guys lost by a touchdown.
Fair enough.
But you guys are right in the thick of it when it comes to the playoff hunt. So, and the games yesterday were crazy. You know who? David, your boy comes back to football this week.
Ooh.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh boy, Mr. Bad Touch himself is back.
Mr. What?
Mr. Bad Touch is back.
What we call Deshaun Watson?
Shit, I forgot. Anybody been talking about him as of late?
Habitual what?
Mr. Habitual Dick Shower. Oh yeah, fair enough.
Deshaun Watson will touch a football. He will touch a football field instead of somebody else.
Right. Fair enough. But I think Cleveland won the other day, didn't they?
Cleveland beat Tom Brady. Yes, they beat the Bucs yesterday.
Ain't that something? They might be hope for him after all.
Well, hey, the quarterback who just beat Tom Brady, he's going back to the bench.
Terrible. It's like, good job. All right, now the rest of the season you're on the bench.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Hey, he might have got him a little bonus for that game the other day.
Well, what Jacoby Brissett has proven is that he will always have an NFL job.
Hey, I'll take it. You get what? He's getting a good lump sum of money, and then, hey, he can go to any team.
Yeah, because we can't say that about Baker Mayfield right now. We can't say that about Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz needs to just go ahead and go, period. He just need to go away.
Yeah, because you see, as soon as he got hurt, Washington immediately got better.
Yeah.
Like, they've only lost one game since Carson Wentz got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, anyway, let's get your picks, homie.
Yeah.
All right, Thursday night game, Buffalo at New England. Who you got? It's a big game.
With New England.
You going with New England?
I'm going to New England. Got
Okay.
a feeling on that one.
This is a weekend full of big games. Buffalo at New England, that's one of them. All right, here's a game. Well, this game will be big for Atlanta, but Pittsburgh at Atlanta.
Atlanta.
ATL, ho.
ATL, ho.
Green Bay at Chicago.
Chicago.
All right. Jacksonville at Detroit.
Detroit.
I think I'm going to agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Just Jacksonville. Yeah. They're the man team of football.
You said what?
They're the man team of football.
Pretty much. Let's see. Who we got next? Big game. New York Jets at the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh. The Vikings. Let's take the Vikings.
Okay. Another big game. The Washington Commanders. You know, that's a corny nickname, but when you start winning, it gets more catchy. The Commanders at the New York Giants.
Let me go ahead and take the Commanders on that.
Okay, you're picking the formerly known DC Dickich.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
And that's just your hate for the Giants.
Yeah, fuck them guys.
Another big game. The Tennessee Titans at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles.
Smart man.
Yeah, Eagles. Yeah.
My pathetic Denver Broncos at the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we suck, bro. I don't think we're gonna win another game this season.
I mean, you might get one.
I don't see it. To be honest with you, like, no, serious. We're horrible. We are horrible.
Yeah.
The offensive lineman yesterday was jumping in Russell Wilson's face. No, the defensive lineman, jumping in Russell Wilson's face, and I don't blame him. Because the defense goes and lays it out on the line every week for an offense that hasn't even scored 20 fucking points this year. The Broncos have not scored 20 fucking points this season in a game.
I'm going to go ahead and say like Russell say, let's ride.
Yeah, ride your ass back to Seattle with that bullshit.
Yeah, let's ride.
The return of Deshaun Watson, oddly enough, against his old team, the Houston Texans. Browns at Texans. Who you got?
Texans.
Nobody picks the Houston Texans to win more than David. I promise you.
Look,
He got a soft spot for the Houston Texans
I
somewhere.
I don't see him providing much. He's no different than he was. Except now he's got an ankle bracelet. And he's got a clause that says you better not touch any masseuses.
And he has a what?
And he's got a clause in his contract that says you better not touch no masseuses.
None, period.
Oh.
The Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are pretty pathetic, too.
Yeah, they especially for the Super Bowl champs.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to take them.
You going with the Rams?
I know the Rams.
All right.
The light shines on the dog's ass every once in a while.
Right, exactly. Big game in San Francisco. The Dolphins at the 8-3 Miami Dolphins at the San Francisco 49ers.
You know what? I'm going to take Miami.
Okay.
I mean,
Another big game. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Okay. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Chargers.
Chargers.
The Chargers. Go Chargers, go.
I was just about to say that shit.
Why not?
Indianapolis at Dallas, Sunday Night Football. I don't know why they have this as a Sunday Night Football game. They should have rescheduled that shit.
They really should have, but you know what? The owner throwing big money to get them on prime time. You know what? Fuck it. Want to go Dallas. Don't want to, but Dallas.
And Monday Night Football, the Saints at the Buccaneers.
I think it's a big turnaround one for Brady, so let's go ahead and go Bucks.
Say that one more time.
Let's go Buccaneers on it.
Buccaneers, okay. So David's picks are as follows. New England over Buffalo, Atlanta over Pittsburgh, Chicago over Green Bay, Detroit over Jacksonville, Minnesota over the Jets, Washington over New York, Philadelphia over Tennessee, Baltimore over Denver, Houston over Cleveland, the Rams over the Seahawks, the Dolphins over the 49ers, the Chiefs over the Bengals, the Chargers over the Raiders, the Cowboys over the Colts, and the Buccaneers over the Saints. Is that correct?
That's it.
Any parting shots for you, sir?
Yeah, man. Proud of you, man.
Oh,
200 plus shows, man. 200 plus episodes.
yeah, man. This is episode 209, homie.
I almost said 210. And you'll be at 300.
Next thing we know,
Man, keep it going, man.
you're a big part of it, bro.
Take your time, pal.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Oh, Cousin David. But it's episode 208. We're just going to keep it chugging. We're going to keep it moving along as we always do. You already know. Now, before I get to my next caller, I'm just curious. Did any of you guys catch? Oh, I'm pretty sure a lot of you did, but I don't talk about college football much on the show because I just get tired of the same rinse and repeat. But that seems not to be the case this year. I'm just tired of when you talk about playoffs, Alabama. I don't, the rinse and repeat with me with college football. I don't embrace it. But I don't think that's going to happen this year. At least, Lord knows, I hope not. But that Michigan-Ohio State game, bruh. I mean, like, Michigan was trailing 20-17. They kicked the shiznai out of Ohio State in that second half. 28-3. When it comes to the college football playoffs, I hope it stay exactly how it is. Georgia number 1, Michigan number 2, TCU number 3, USC number 4. I hope it don't change in the least little bit because we need to see something different. Alabama and Clemson in it all the time. Ohio State too. Let's see something different. I'm glad they're expanding the playoffs in college football. But man, Michigan sent a message. They did. They sent a message. And Alabama, they got 2 losses. Fuck them. We can have a college football playoff without Alabama. Tennessee was a good story. I hope their quarterback recovers good. He had an ACL tear. He was a candidate for Heisman Trophy winner. Let's see who we got. Yeah, USC, LSU. They had a chance. They blew their chance. They blew their slight chance. So yeah, I hope the needle does not move at all as far as the top 4 in college football. I hope that's the playoffs. Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and USC. Works like a charm for me. And what else works fine with me is having my bro on the line with me. Sean, what it do?
What's goody, my dude? Ain't nothing good.
A little later than usual. That's what's goody. But how you doing?
I'm just fine, my boy. I'm glad we got that victory.
You sound muffled as hell.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my bad.
So, last night, 40 points. How you feeling?
Man, I'm just glad we like I said, caught that victory, but I'm sad that we losing people got some injuries.
Who else got hurt?
Well, C.J. Gardner.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, he up with the ribs. That was a big thing. That's big, man. We can't be losing our secondary because I thought they was going to put Kevon Wallace in. They surprised me when they put Reed Blankenship in. He came, got his little pick out there.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was just, like I said, I was excited. Good, big showing from Jalen with the runs, man. He came through, man. That man said he going to put it all on his back, or I should say his legs, because he was out, but
Yeah, y'all survived the comeback attempt of Jordan Love.
I know, old buddy looking, he came and did his thing. I mean, you know, I was worried when he came in, too, because I was like, oh, he going to be mobile. For some reason, we be having issues with mobile quarterbacks, but he kind of stayed in the pocket just to try to get the ball out. He didn't really do too much running. I mean, he escaped a little bit, but like I said, just glad that we held it out. It was an ugly win, a high-scoring win. Man, if Jonathan Gannon don't start blitzing people, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. He just sends those 4 lines, and it would think with the people we got, and we can get a little bit more pressure than what we had on these quarterbacks. But again, he's just vanilla. He just ends his people and say, go get them. And that's going to end up biting us. He's going to have to start doing something in the playoffs because people they're going to run right through that during the playoffs. But we'll see. Right now, like I said, we're looking good, 10-1. You can nitpick at the little things, but I'm just glad we winning these games.
Well, let me ask you something in regards to Green Bay. Would you go ahead and start Jordan Love now? Because the Packers not going to the playoffs.
Absolutely. I would start him. I mean, right now, I mean, you got ribs in his thumb, man. Heal up, bro, and decide what you want to do, whether you want to retire, whatever the case may be. We definitely need to see what's going on with Jordan Love because he's going into the 4th year of his contract. And, man, you're going to have to either see what he got or let the man go. You got him in the first round, and you just sitting him there, like, not even doing anything. This is like the best time to see what's going on. Y'all not doing anything. You're 4-8. Even if you were to go to the playoffs, looking at the team that you guys have, I mean, you're not going to do anything past the first round. I mean, I would just pack it up, man. Heal up and get ready, bro. Just heal up and get ready. But if he wants to come in the game, let him come in. But like I would do Jordan Love. I would start Jordan Love. That's just me.
I think I would too because you're not going anywhere. Unfortunately, you're not in the NFC South. If you were in the NFC South, you'd be right in the thick of things.
Yeah.
Of course, I laughed at Tampa Bay losing to Cleveland yesterday. I really did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And your boy Deshaun come back, too.
And yeah, the habitual dick shower himself.
Flashy pants. What's the record?
Huh?
Cleveland got a decent record right now.
I wouldn't say decent. They're under 500. I think they're like 4-7, 4-8. They've lost a bunch of games that honestly they've lost a bunch of games that they should have won.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing about Jacoby Brissett is you go through the first drive of the game. Jacoby Brissett looked like a Hall of Famer. Then he turns back. Then the wheels fall off. I mean, yeah, Cleveland is 4-7, and I guarantee you about 5 of those 7 losses are games that they should have won.
Yeah, but now you get Deshaun back. I mean, he could come in and try to fit his in there, get his legs up.
Deshaun ain't gonna be Deshaun again until next year. You know, you don't sit out 2 years of NFL football, or damn near 2 years of NFL football, and come back and shit start happening immediately.
Then they call him Michael Jordan, a quarterback.
That's what his college coach called him. That's what Dabo Sweeney called him. And even Michael Jordan, it took him when Jordan came back in 95, he ain't win it till 96.
Absolutely.
You know, so
I get you.
but you do realize that if the playoffs started today, the entire NFC East would be in the playoffs.
I know, man. That's crazy. I told you, I said, man, we can't just have a year where everybody we could definitely have a clear winner of that division. Like, we were all absolutely ass last year, and then all of a sudden everybody's good. That shit don't even make no sense. That don't even make no sense.
But see, here's the thing about it. I see the Giants trending south, but Washington clearly is trending north.
And, yeah, they doing their thing, man.
I mean, people are trying to shit on the Eagles for losing to Washington. Well, Washington has won 6 of their last 7 games.
Yeah, absolutely. And Washington basically built to beat us with their defensive line. their defensive line and the way that they play. Like I said, they just quarterback the way they're a good running team. They have great wide receivers. I didn't say great wide receivers, but they have good wide receivers. I mean,
McLaurin is a beast.
Yeah, and then you have your Samuel and Johnson. So they have a good receiver core, and their running backs looking serviceable. I mean, they just really need a quarterback, honestly.
I think they have a quarterback, and I think they're realizing that.
No,
man, look. You see, look. I tell you what.
We ain't there, bro.
If you don't think Heineke is better than what they got.
Absolutely, he's the best option, but that don't mean he's the best.
But if Heineke takes them to the playoffs, what can you say? Because they've won too many games to be in the sweepstakes to get one of these quarterbacks coming out for the draft. They've blown that already.
Man, let me tell you the real issue. I can tell you, it's going to be a lot of quarterbacks moving around next year because of this draft, bro. It's going to be people out there. I believe so because, like I said, a lot of people need quarterbacks. A lot of teams are evaluating and seeing what it takes, looking at this new RPO stuff and mobile quarterbacks. It's going to be a lot of movement next year.
Well, I tell you what quarterback they can have. They can have Russell Wilson.
Y'all stop the hell, bro. Y'all stop the hell. Hey, y'all need a new coach to come in here and
that motherfucker Hackett is horrible, man. He's horrible.
Y'all need somebody who will hold that motherfucker accountable, bro.
Bro, I either want Sean Payton, and if I'm Denver, I'm on the phone with Sean. I would hire him now. I wouldn't let nobody backdoor you at the midnight hour and get Sean Payton out the blue. I would either get Sean.
You know Jerry Jones want him.
Man, fuck Jerry Jones. I would want Sean Payton. Jerry Jones want him, and the Los Angeles Chargers coach want him.
The Cardinals want him too. So you know they follow his state. You know he high commodity. So you gonna have to really sell it.
Or you know who I would hire? I would hire Rex Ryan. You know why? Because if you hire Rex Ryan, he don't give a fuck about the offense, which means you can get the best offensive coordinator out there. We can get a great offensive.
Problem. It ain't just defense. You need a nigga for that offense, nigga, because that's your problem.
Bro, I'm sitting here. I've been sitting here all season thinking, why the hell did we fire Vic Fangio?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, our record is gonna be better from last year than it was this year.
We in Philly now.
Our record is gonna be better. Last year's record with Teddy Bridgewater is gonna be better this year with Russell Wilson. Ain't that a bitch? And did you see that lineman get in Russell Wilson's face?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the defense, sick of that shit, bro. The defense, we bring it out there and put it on the field every game. And the Denver Broncos have not scored 20 points in a game this season. That is terrible. We are horrible. How we got the number 1 ranked red zone defense and the dead last red zone offense? That is horrible.
Yeah.
We are number 1 in the NFL in red zone defense, and we are dead last in red zone offense.
Yeah, Russell gotta do better, bro. Y'all gave him 2 months for that man to just be playing like he's playing right now.
Hey, Bronco Country, let's ride. Ride your ass back to Seattle. Ride your ass back to Seattle.
They don't want his ass, handling business over there. They don't want his ass.
Well, then ride your... Well, look, that Seattle train is about to fall off, bro.
Oh, it's falling off. Yeah, it is.
I said this a couple of weeks ago. I did a list. I said teams who were waiting to fall off. Is it going to happen? I said the Seahawks, the Giants, and the Jets. Now, the Jets get competent quarterback play. Their defense is real.
I don't know. The Jets might be the best thing they can do by putting Zach on the
Oh, absolutely, bro. That's why I would never
Speaking of that, he done, bro.
Yeah, he finished. He done. This is why I never picked the Jets to win any games, because I said this all season. I don't believe in Zach Wilson.
Yeah, well, neither do they. He fucked up by saying what he said. Now his ass on the bench, he ain't never getting that job.
No, he ain't getting that job back.
He better hope that anybody else will pick his cocky ass up. Nobody like that shit.
No, yeah, he finished. And I tell you, if the Jets get competent quarterback play, they real, man. That defense is real.
Yeah.
They real.
Yeah.
The Giants is kind of hard to see. I see the Giants kind of trending south. They a little beat up. But Seattle, I thought their defense was coming around. Seattle's defense is still horrible, bro. It ain't because of Geno that they coming off the wagon. It's not because of Geno. It actually is not. If you put Geno Smith back on the Jets now, the Jets be a fucking Super Bowl contender.
Absolutely. The Geno playing.
Real shit. You put this Geno Smith on these Jets, they'd be a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah. But like I said, man, I seen they doing good. If Mike White can do what the hell he doing this week, going forward, which I mean, nobody's seen it, ain't nobody game plan for that motherfucker. So you know what I mean. So now when no people know you starting for real, you know that, you be alright, bro.
Well, this weekend has a bunch of big games, so let's get to your picks because I'm interested to see where you're gonna go. This weekend is some huge games. Let's start off with Thursday night. Buffalo at New England.
Buffalo.
They said Von Miller did not tear his ACL, but he may have a torn meniscus, so he's gonna miss a couple of games with that.
Yeah, this is the hope they injured for a long time season right now.
Right.
Get healthy during the playoffs, bro.
Pittsburgh at Atlanta.
I'm gonna give it to Atlanta. They had a surprising loss this week.
ATL hope. Well, they lost to Washington. Everybody's losing to Washington.
I know, but they were right there too. So
yeah, they had a penalty that cost them the game. I think the roughing the punter penalty, some shit like that.
Yeah, roughing the punter when they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, that shit was crowds like, damn, bro.
I know they made it that shit.
Green Bay at Chicago.
Well, Jordan Love, I feel like Jordan Love will be starting. If Aaron try to come in there and man up, he just hurting himself. I'm going to give it to...
You going with Trevor Siemian? Because that's probably who's starting for Chicago.
Nah, I'm going to give it to the Packers because I think they can put Jordan Love in. I think he's going to do good.
All right. Jacksonville at Detroit. See what Jacksonville did with Baltimore, bro?
I know. Oof. Sad, bro. Jacksonville be having them leads and just, Baltimore be having them leads and just losing it.
Oh, that's been their season bugaboo.
Yeah, and so who you got, Jacksonville and who?
Jacksonville at Detroit.
Detroit. Ooh, Detroit been balling too.
They've been balling too, right?
2-1 more bowl. I'm gonna go with Detroit.
All right, now let's get into some big games. New York Jets at Minnesota.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to the Jets. Kirk all in there. I think the defense gonna handle Kirk. Kirk can't really handle that pressure, bro.
Right. NFC. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give it to the Jets. I think they gonna give Justin Jefferson some boys fits over there.
Okay. NFC East showdown. Washington Commanders at the New York Giants.
I'm gonna give it to the Commanders, bro.
They red hot. Next big game, Tennessee Titans at your Philadelphia Eagles.
Come on, man, you already know.
Yeah, we already know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Titans just play so rugged, though. It's like when you think, I swear, I'm so annoyed that we're not done with them yet.
Well, I'm really, word on the street is we're supposed to get Jordan Davis back. I'm hoping that he does show up for the game. If he shows up for that game, I have a little bit more faith. But if not, I'm really nervous about Derrick Henry giving us the business. But
I'm thinking about AJ Brown saying, "Look at me now, bitch."
Yeah, they gonna try to feed him. If that boy don't hold on to the damn ball, dropping that shit. But that's gonna be. They gonna try their best to beat them for him. So I'm gonna give it to us. So, but they just need to watch out for Derrick Henry. I don't need that man going crazy on us. I hope we get Jordan Davis back. No, but
yeah. The Bengals did a good job against them. Actually,
yeah, they definitely did. Yeah, absolutely.
My pathetic Denver Broncos at Baltimore. You know how close I came to going to this game? I'm glad I'm not.
Man, it's so much crazy crap going on right now. I'm gonna give it to the Ravens, but
our offense is terrible, bro. We the remedy that Baltimore needs.
Man, I don't know, bro, because they seem to be killing themselves. They shooting themselves in the foot every time, bro. You think they got it, and then they just get up the button, bro. That's crazy.
All right, well, we'll see. Deshaun Watson makes his Cleveland Browns debut at his old stomping grounds in Houston, Texas. Browns at Texans.
He gonna be the absolute smoke. You ain't even gotta be your first game back at that game. He gonna be the absolute smoke out there, man. I don't care. I can be the quarterback and beat them.
Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are damn just as pathetic as we are.
The Rams are pathetic. Yeah, I'm going to give it to the Seahawks. The Rams are absolute. They're a joke.
Yeah. Big game, Miami at San Francisco.
I'm going to give it to... Man, that's a tough jump right there.
Yeah.
That's going to be a slugfest right there. I'm going to go with Miami. Them boys too fast, bro.
Okay. All right. AFC Championship game rematch, Kansas City at Cincinnati.
KC.
Oh, you said that quick. Oh, you don't believe in Burrow and them boys?
Nah.
All right, okay. Cincinnati's coming. That's all I'm going to say. Cincinnati's coming.
Yeah.
They might get Jamar Chase back, too.
Nah.
Okay. Los Angeles Chargers at the Vegas Raiders.
Chargers.
All right. Sunday Night Football. Don't know why. The Colts at the Cowboys.
Oh, man. Do I have to pick the Cowboys?
I think, you don't have to.
It's a tie. I'm just saying, now the Cowboys. They're going to beat the Colts out the Colts.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. If Jeff Saturday motivate them boys to beating the Cowboys, I will offer him the job full time.
If the Colts beat the Cowboys, they better log. Because I'm coming. I'm going to put the Google eyes up on the book. They better log the fuck off.
Next Monday night football, next week Monday Night Football, the Saints at the Bucks.
Yes, baby. I'm on the phone. Let me talk on the phone, girl.
All right, so Sean got Buffalo, Atlanta, Green Bay, Detroit, the Jets, Washington, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Cleveland, Seattle, Miami, Kansas City, the Chargers, the Cowboys, and the Bucks. Does that sound about right, sir?
That sounds about right.
You had a strong week this last week. You were in third place right behind me. You had 10 right? You had 10 right. So the best you can do tonight is tie with me because you called Pittsburgh. You called Indianapolis, and I called Pittsburgh. So if the Colts win, then you would tie with me for second.
Yeah, I need that win, shawty.
See, the Lakers are playing better, right?
Yeah, I think they've been playing better. They're getting their little cohesiveness going on there. Russell's finally decided to embrace his role of the sixth man of the year.
I don't even blame Russell Westbrook for nothing no more.
Yeah, Anthony Davis finally decided to play like a damn big man and do what he wanted to do. And, LeBron always been doing this thing. But, yeah, I see they playing a little better. See if they get the same this year.
Yeah, but, it's still too early in the NBA for me. But we shall see. We shall see. But did you see that Suns-Laker game the other day where Patrick Beverley did that thing where he had to check DeAndre Ayton ass?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. I said this on the Thanksgiving Day podcast. I said, Phoenix, stop acting like you tough.
And doing that. Them boys soft as hell. You get bounced out every time.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's it. Yeah, chill out. Chill out, man. Chill out, Booker. We already know who you are.
Yeah, you are Kardashian.
Absolutely.
But anyway, all right, bro. I'm going to get at you soon.
All right, my guy.
Hey, man, remember, December 17th, come holler at your boy.
I got you, my dude.
All right.
All right, bro.
Later.
Later.
Okay. Brother Sean. Phoenix, you ain't tough. Cut that out. So before we go, and this has been a busy Monday for me, time for the genius at work himself to give you his picks. It is that time. So let's see. I'm gonna start with Thursday night football. Buffalo at New England. Buffalo needs it. They could possibly see first place depending on the Dolphins and the Niners. I got the Bills. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Atlanta's still in the chase for their division. I think they will pull this one out against the Steelers. Green Bay at Chicago. this is tough. This is tough because you don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. You don't know what's going on with Justin Fields. If Aaron Rodgers plays, he owns the Bears. So I'm going to go with the fact that he still owns the Bears and go with the Packers. Jacksonville or Detroit. Detroit's playing some very good football, even though they lost Thanksgiving. And I know Jacksonville just beat Baltimore. I'm going with the Lions. New York Jets at the Minnesota Vikings. Man, this is a good one. I have to agree with Sean. I think that Jets defense got something for Kirk Cousins. I'm going with the Jets. Competent quarterback play will win the Jets this game. Washington at New York. I'm going with the Commanders. They are red hot, and I see the Giants are kind of trending in a south direction. Tennessee at Philadelphia. I'm going with Bird Gang. I'm going with Bird Gang because I think Jalen Hurts will be the difference. He's been the difference all season. Denver at Baltimore. I ain't picking the Broncos to win shit else this season. Going with Baltimore. Cleveland at Houston. Return of Deshaun Watson. Yes, I'm picking Cleveland to win that game. Seattle at the Rams. The Rams are just as pathetic as my Broncos. I'm going with the Seahawks. Miami at San Francisco. Ooh. I'm going with the 49ers because they've started to roll, and I'm going to say that they keep it going. KC at Cincinnati. AFC Championship game rematch. I think it's going to be the same result. I'm going with Burrow and them boys. Chargers at Raiders. The Raiders they've won their last 2 games, and every time I pick the Chargers, they won yesterday, but they had to get a 2-point conversion to do it. I'm going to roll with them, going with the Raiders to win this game. Colts at Dallas. Yeah, I'm picking Dallas, but man, let the Colts win that game. Woo-hoo! And Monday Night Football, Saints at Bucks. I'm actually going with the Saints because that defense has Tom Brady's number if they're healthy enough. I know Tom Brady wants to sweep them, but I'm going with the Saints. Okay, so for me, that is Bills, Falcons, Packers, Lions, Jets, Commanders, Eagles, Ravens, Browns, Seahawks, 49ers, Bengals, Raiders, Cowboys, and the Saints. So with that being said, with a buzzer. Man, this has been a busy Monday. This has absolutely been a busy Monday, but I'm thankful. I'm just thankful in general. I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm very thankful. And again, everybody, if you listen to this, just be thankful. Cherish every day. Cherish every moment. Definite rest in peace to my fallen classmate, Tyree Chandler. Again, I'm going to say it again. Rest easy, brother. But that's why we have to cherish every single day, cherish every moment, even the things that we don't like. You know what? It's good to be around to not like them, if that makes sense to you. Okay, did I make that make sense? I hope I did. Definitely hit that subscription button. Become part of the Sports Plus Life family as well as the Brevon Towns family, because I'm still putting them playlists out on YouTube. And I just want to say I love you guys. And before I go, don't want to forget to shout out Heather's Craft Creations. That's my homegirl, Heather Redford. Hit her up. Heather's Craft Creations on TikTok. She had the live showing the other day, Friday, on TikTok. Hit her up. She does everything custom made. Wonderful. Shirts, ornaments, the whole 9 yards. She's an absolute wizard with her creations. And again, hit that subscription button. Become part of the Sports Plus Life family. It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns. I'm out this bitch. Peace. And I love you guys.